Hello YouTube world, Pretend Farmer here. Not a real farmer, just pretending. You know, a lot of people tell me they pick their chickens up and the chickens are flopping everywhere trying to get away from them, and they just can't walk around and carry their chicken the way that the Pretend Farmer can. Pretend Farmer, how do you do this? Well, there's a right and a wrong way to hold a chicken. Let's get into it. They're focused on their food now, so I can just sneak up and pick any one of them up. This is gonna be great. All right, so here's how you do it. Now I want you to notice how calm this chicken is. Right now, this chicken's as cool as a cucumber because she knows that I've got a good secure grip on her and that she's not gonna go anywhere. She can't go anywhere. But it's all about making the chicken feel secure. The legs and the wings are the two parts of a chicken that you need to control when you're picking up and holding a chicken, especially from the get-go. I want you to notice here, I've got my two middle fingers between her legs, and then my two outer fingers are on the outside of her legs, and you just kind of pinch them together. Not hard, but enough to just kind of hold her legs right up at her thighs. Your two middle fingers are gonna kind of cup up under her butt, and she'll sit on your hand. Now, while you're getting control of their legs, you need to also have a hand on their back, just like this, to control their wings. Again, we're not squeezing hard, but it's just enough to keep her wings flat against her body and keep her from flopping. You get your fingers between the legs, hand over the wings, and then you just simply tuck them in like a football, and you're gonna let the chicken's chest, whether it's a hen or a rooster, this works the same for both, but their chest is gonna rest on your forearm, and you can simply carry the chicken around tucked in like a football like this. She's tight against my body. I've got control of her legs. She's fully supported. She doesn't feel the need to flop her wings now because she is fully secure. Now, if I need to move her out and inspect her, I want to keep a hand on her wings because watch what happens if I don't. Okay, well, she actually kind of likes it. Wasn't expecting that. But you feel better if I hold you like this, don't you, chicken? A lot of times they'll flap their wings when you do that, and then they'll get all floppy, you lose them, and you end up dropping the chicken on the ground. What you don't want to do when you pick up or try to hold a chicken is put your hand under their legs. They're going to use that to naturally push off and get away from you. Allow me to demonstrate. All right, her feet are on my hand. See, she didn't hang around long like that. Let's try a rooster, shall we? We'll see if Bucky wants to cooperate for us here. Now, it's important to note that chickens are very weird about you coming up behind them and latching down on top of them with your hands, because that's essentially the same thing that a predator like a hawk or an eagle or something is going to do. They're going to swoop down and grab them from the top. So that's kind of like an attack thing for a chicken. They get real freaked out about it. They don't like you sneaking up on them, but if they see you coming, they're probably going to shy away. So what I like to do is wait till he's eating at the food pile here. Then we're gonna sneak. He's on to me. Come here, Bucky. Darn you. I don't know why they always try and run. They know I'm gonna catch them. Ideally, you would not grab their feathers like that. I don't know what's going on with Bucky this morning. No chickens were harmed in the making of this video. Now, most of the hens we have here on the Pretend Farm, they're probably about 3-4 pounds. Bucky's about a 7 or an 8 pound rooster. He's a good bit larger than the hens, as you can see. Same concept applies here. I got him tucked in like a football, and as much as he didn't want to be picked up, he's perfectly content now with me holding him, petting him, massaging him, Good, tickle him a little bit. I can do whatever I want to Bucky right now because he feels safe and secure with me holding him. Don't you, Bucky? Now, this is not just something that's satisfying or something we do for fun, but it's actually a really important thing to be able to handle your chickens as a pretend or a real farmer. And the reason why is because you need to pick your chickens up and inspect them from time to time, maybe even treat them for stuff, particularly if you have a rooster. You see how he's got those long spurs on the back of his heels? I need to be able to pick him up and trim those from time to time because his spurs sometimes get long and they can actually hurt the rooster if they get too long. So for Bucky's own well-being and for the hen's well-being, we trim the spurs every couple months. And to do that, you need to have a good relationship with your rooster. He needs to be okay with you handling him. Notice he's not pecking me. He's not trying to get away real hard. He's not fighting. He's just letting me handle him because he feels safe and secure. Now, if you say, well, I can't even get close to my chickens, how in the world am I going to pick them up? You need to start sitting down in your yard, feeding them treats, get them really comfortable with coming up to you, kind of letting their guard down. Let them see that you're not going to kill them. You'll build a little bit of a relationship and they'll develop a level of trust with you. They probably never will get to a point where they really like to be held. It's just not a chicken thing. Chickens don't like to cuddle. You can pick your chickens up and hold them and carry them around and pet them and show them off and all those fun things. But it's much easier if you do it the right way and you make the chicken feel comfortable so that they're not trying as hard as they can to get away from you. Remember, control the feet, control the wings, tuck them in like a football, make the chicken feel secure. Very important to control the legs, especially with a rooster. Those spurs I showed you earlier, if his legs start going like this and you don't have a good grip on him, he can actually jab you with those spurs. It's gonna hurt really, really bad. Best of luck picking up your chicken, and until next time, this is the Pretend Farmer. We're signing out.